Good afternoon, Rob.
Good afternoon, Michelle.
So here we have the subtraction strip board activity cards. Could you tell us a little bit about them?
Yeah, absolutely. So these are cards that would accompany the strip boards for subtraction. Can you tell us a little bit about, because it's a 3 to 6 material also, right?
Yes, it's a 3 to 6 material. It's a subtraction board that comes with some strips, and the child would show in a concrete way how he would or she would go through a series of questions and how they would go getting the answers by placing the strips in the appropriate place on the board.
Yeah, so I'd say obviously I think the way an elementary child is going to work the problem is certainly going to be the same. I would say if anything, if there's a change there for lower elementary, it's really, I would consider this part of the memorization materials. And so certainly if you're computing, you're using the stamp game and the bead frame, and then you're really, you're adding up large numbers. I think when it comes to works like these, like the strip boards or the memorization finger boards, it's really kind of like reading, isn't it? Like it's 5 times 3. If I showed you CAT, you can't stop yourself from looking at it and saying cat. You can't stop your brain from doing it. And if I say 5 times 3, you can't stop yourself from thinking 15. And so Montessori referred to this as like, learning things by rote, learning things by heart. And so this memorization, in fact, to memorize something by rote, that etymology of rote is heart. It means like you're learning it by heart. You're learning it over and over. So she saw the understanding and memorization of your facts as almost being like separate from the computation. Certainly one serves the other. And so yeah, they're using the strip board to come up with a problem. So for an elementary, what this serves as activity cards to to service that, also to give the child a little bit of a structure around their work. Certainly they can use strip combinations, cut combinations to get them, but I think what this adds is a couple of other elements. So on the one hand, you have your problem here, so your subtrahend and your minuend here. But what I like about this is on the back it actually shows what the strip board would look like when the child completed it. So certainly if you have a child that is, and you say, okay, we're going to do 10 minus 1, and they're 9. Like they know the answer right away. That's a child that's well on their way to memorizing them. But if you have a child that really needs that extra help, and you want them to be able to do it independently and independently correctly, then it's nice to have something that they can check it. So it shows the neutral strip across the top and shows them how to read the answer. And there's a lot of them in here. I mean, I think there's close to 60 between those. So there's lots for them to do. And then there's even a second set here as well. And this again takes a little bit more reading. So this is going to be, like I said, more appropriate for a 6, 7-year-old who is still working on those on a subtraction strip board. And here it gives them more like it. Place the brown strip to do this. Put this over here. What is the difference? And so now they're framing it in a way that 17 minus 1 equals 16. So now it's almost like doing the problem in reverse, and so the child understands how to do it frontwards and backwards. We say that as an expression. Oh, they knew it frontwards and backwards. And here's a nice example of a material that does just that.
Thank you so much.